Do you feel a tinge of jealousy when you see others traveling solo and wonder how they can do it? Do you wonder if you have it in you yourself to be a solo traveler? I'm Tina with Travels by Tina, and I just described my past self. Now, I get asked all the time how I'm able to just travel the world by myself as a single woman, as well as the obvious questions. Aren't you afraid? Don't you get bored or lonely? And my answer is always the same. Never, never. I'm going to share with you how I came into a life of solo travel and of becoming a travel agent. Hopefully my story will inspire you to get past your fear and to become a solo traveler. So it has been a dream of mine since I was 15 years old to go to Maui, more specifically Wailea. It just had to be Wailea. And that chance never happened. I was never able to go. I could never get my husband to take me. And so then finally, a few years back, he said to me, well, maybe we'll go for our 25th anniversary. I thought, great, perfect. You know, I've waited this long. I can wait 3 more years. So it turns out that fate had a different plan in mind for us. My husband passed away just 8 months prior to our 25th anniversary at the age of 51. Believe it or not, he was 51. So that put a damper on everything. Obviously, I was devastated. And I actually thought at that point that my dream of going to Maui had died with him. That was my first thought. It was just never going to happen now. But then a few months later, I woke up one day and the thought just crossed my mind. And I said to myself, you know, there's no reason why I need to let my dream die. Like I can just get past my fear and go myself. I don't need a man to take me on a trip. So that's what I did. I actually mustered up all the courage that I could. I got on the internet and I booked my trip, but I actually booked it for months later, which was the week of our 25th anniversary, because I didn't want that momentous occasion to come and go and not make it special. So I actually planned the trip so that I would be in Maui during my 25th anniversary. And it was the scariest but most exhilarating thing that I've ever done once I got past that fear. And I've had no regrets, none whatsoever. Now, this plunge to get past my fear is what motivated me to keep traveling and also to become a travel agent. So life has a funny way of working out, doesn't it? Well, I loved my Maui trip so much and my first solo trip so much that I decided to become a travel agent, like I said, and nothing's going to stop me now. I have gotten past that fear and I am just on a roll. I am going to live life to the fullest because we never know how much time we have left, and I'm going to live life to the fullest. So I thank God every day that he gave me the strength to get past the death of my husband and to get past my fear and to just start my life of solo travel, and especially to knock off Maui off of my bucket list. I thank God every day. So what about you? Okay, what can you do to get the ball rolling, to get past your fear, to make your travel dreams come true? So the first thing you need to do is to decide that it's worth facing your fear. Your dream has to be worth it, whether it's travel or anything else. Your dream has to be big enough and worth it for you to decide, you know what, I'm just going to get past this fear and I'm going to make it happen. Because like I said, we don't know how much time we have left, so just chase your dreams. And you could always start off small. It doesn't have to be like a week-long extravagant vacation. You might just decide you want to test the waters and just do like a weekend-long cruise, like a 3 or 4 night cruise. They're out there, they're everywhere. You can go anywhere, like on a 3 or 4 night cruise, and the most popular is the Caribbean. But why not start off small and test the waters? And especially if you've never been on a cruise before, a lot of people are afraid of cruises. So this is what my husband and I did as well for our very first cruise. He didn't know if he would be comfortable on a cruise, so we just did a 3-day cruise to test the waters, and it turns out he absolutely loved it. I think he enjoyed it more than I did. But there's no reason why you can't test the waters and just do a short getaway. And another thing which I mentioned earlier was a big thing for me. Don't be afraid to ask for help in airports, whether it's an airport employee, whether it's another passenger, because a lot of people travel so much, they know the airport's like the back of their hand. So I'm sure they're not going to mind if you just quickly stop them and say, would you mind guiding me to, wherever? And I'm sure they'll just point it out. It'll take them all but a second, and they have no issues with that at all. So don't be afraid to ask for help in airports. And be a people person. Talk to others. I know some people are just very introverted, and I understand that. But to really make your solo vacations even more wonderful, instead of just always being by yourself, just talk to people and introduce yourself. Find out where each other's from and all that. And again, my favorite place is the Martini Bar on the Celebrity Reflection. I talked to so many people during my 6-night cruise last November, and I met so many wonderful people. But I also have my moments alone too. But I found that my most fun times was when I actually talked to people and got to know them. And you feel like you get to know them a little bit over the week that you're there. So be a people person and talk to others. Soak up every single piece of solitude that you can, every sunset, every sunrise, every new environment. Just take it all in. And like I said, you'll have the feeling of, I can't believe I'm actually doing this. It's something I've been wanting to do for so long. And you finally, it's very empowering when you do this, especially females. When you do this on your own and you travel solo as a woman, it is very, very empowering. And there's nothing like that feeling. I can tell you that right now. So you'll discover a whole new you deep within that you didn't even know was there. Like there's another adventure existing within you that you don't even know about. So your why has to be bigger than your fear. I mentioned this earlier. Your why is the most important thing. And if your why is not big enough, you might never get past the fear. But if your why is big enough for you to just say, to hell with this, I'm doing it, then you can do it. Anybody can do it. Learning to be comfortable completely alone is life-changing. It has certainly changed my life. And I know you can do it. And if you're looking to consider possibly taking the plunge and seeing, if it's something that you could do, why not join us on our Girls Gone Solo annual getaway? So I had recently announced this, and Travels by Tina will be having an annual group getaway just for women. And now these women don't have to necessarily be solo. They could still be married or common law or anything like that. But the point of it is us women are getting away from husbands, from children, from work, from school. We're just getting away with a bunch of other wonderful and fabulous ladies just like you. And we're just chilling and letting loose and just having a ball. So why not consider that? I'm still in the preparing stages of it, so I haven't finalized any details yet, and I still have to decide on a location, like a destination, and which month. It'll be next year, 2025, but I still have to finalize a lot of things. But consider going with us on this Girls Gone Solo annual getaway. I'm telling you, it'll be so much fun. And just to get away, so you'll be away by yourself, but you won't be by yourself because, like I said, there's going to be a bunch of other wonderful and fabulous ladies there too. So it won't be as scary as if you're completely by yourself like I was in Maui. I knew nobody once I got there. So it won't quite be as scary. You'll be there with other solo travelers as well, and we'll all be girls. So it's wonderful. So I hope this video has inspired you to face your fears and discover a life like you've never known as a solo traveler. If you have questions for me, don't hesitate to reach out at tina.machika@marlintravel.ca, and I'll answer any questions that you have, whether it's a question you have about your own trip that you would like to take, or if you have a question, a personal question for me about my solo travel ventures, I'd love to answer anything for you. And you can also just comment down below. That you can do that as well. Now, don't forget, I happen to still have my promotion on at the moment. Anyone that books a cruise or an all-inclusive with me in the Caribbean or Mexico, between now and the rest of this year, you will have an opportunity to win a $500 travel voucher from Marlin Travel towards your next trip. So that would be a great chance to win a little bit of extra money there. So if you like what you've seen today, please click like and the bell button and consider subscribing to my channel. And I will be, twice a week, I will be putting up a new video with travel content, and it will be on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So I'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.